Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you the different condominium options here in Cagayan de Oro. So I'm actually making this video for a client of mine because she's planning to invest in a condominium here in CDO. So to make it easier for her to decide, I will be presenting to her the options, the available condo options in Cagayan de Oro along with its pros and cons to make it easier for her to make a decision. So let's get on with the video. So first, let me share my screen with you as I will be sharing with you a PowerPoint presentation about the available condos here in Cagayan de Oro. So let me start with the first condominium project. It is the Residential Loft. So the first two projects I will be sharing with you are located uptown, while the last two are located in downtown CDO. So the Residential Loft is a condominium project located in uptown Cagayan de Oro, and the advantage is that it is the only condominium unit here in CDO with loft units. So they have about 96 units, and it has a bigger space. So that means bigger space for all the homeowners. I mean all the unit owners, since there are only a few units in the whole building. So they have about 2 one-bedroom units with loft, and there is only around one bedroom unit per floor. So all units come with a balcony and laundry cage. So this is another plus because for the other condominium units, not all condos have a balcony and not all condos come with a laundry cage. This is an added plus because, as we know, the space in condos is very limited. So you will need an area to dry your laundry. So if you have a laundry cage, then you can just hang your laundry there, and so that it's more convenient for you or your renter. It's also currently the most available condominium in Cagayan de Oro at 90,000 per square meter. And it has a bigger area, actually the biggest in terms of floor area. So they are the biggest in terms of floor area out of all the condos in Cagayan de Oro at 30 square meters for their studio units. So to compare with the other condos, their studio units are about 20 to 22 square meters, while their one bedroom is about 28 to 35 square meters. So some are at 32 square meters. But for the Residential Loft, their one bedroom is at 41 square meters. So this is a photo of their ongoing project of the Residential Loft. So it's already 48% completed. They actually had their topping off ceremony a couple of weeks ago. So they will be covering the building soon. And it's also almost 50% sold. So the location of the Residential Loft, is at the back of SM City Mall along Macapagal Drive. So it's very near SM. It's within Pablo de Oro Business Park. And it's also near the future site of Xavier University. So at least for those who want to invest in a unit to lease out, so you will have future tenants already, which are the students of Xavier University once the university is transferred uptown. For the project details, the developer is a Bark Gold Developer Corporation. So they are a Cebu-based developer, and this is their first project. So they chose to develop their first project here in Cagayan de Oro. It is an 8-story tower along Macapagal Road. Its turnover is 2022. So the amenities are 2 function rooms, gym, swimming pool, a rooftop cafe. So the rooftop cafe will be turned over to the condo corp once the building is done, and it can be an additional source of income for the condo corp, the unit owners. And they also are selling their commercial units on the first floor. And they have only one commercial unit left. It's around 50 plus 54 square meters and around 8 million. So if you're interested in investing in the commercial unit, then you have to hurry because there's only one left. And on the 7th and 8th floor, so that's where their loft units are located. So these are their amenities. For the unit types, they have 4 types of units. So they have studio with loft, 1 bedroom, and 1 bedroom with loft. So as you can see, their studio unit is at 30 square meters, which is bigger than the usual. The usual studio units for condos in Cagayan are around 20 to 22. Some developers even have 18 square meters for their studio. But for the residential loft, for the loft, they have 30 square meters. So it's the biggest. They have the biggest units in terms of floor area. And it's around 3.3 million. So the equity is at 20%. That's 18,000 for 36 months. And for the bank, 80% loanable. That's around 20,000 per month for 20 years. For the studio with loft, it's at 43 square meters. So it's even bigger than their 1 bedroom. It's at 4.9. Equity is 27,000 for 36 months. Bank is 31,000 for 20 years. 1 bedroom is 41 square meters at 4.5. Equity is 24,000 for 36 months. Bank is 28,000 per month for 20 years. 1 bedroom with loft is 59 square meters. It's at 7.3 million. Equity is 40,000 for 36 months, and bank is 45,000 for 20 years. So this might seem like a lot of information for you. So in case you want me to explain further, then just contact me or email me so we can set up a Zoom meeting so I can explain in detail the computation or the computation for the loft. So their floor area, their floor plan is pretty standard. It's similar to the other condominiums. So this is their September promo. I'll have to check if it's extended for this month, but their September promo was 80,000 peso discount, outright discount for their studio units, and 130,000 outright discount for 1 bedroom and loft units. And their equity has been stretched from 24 months to 36 months. So let's go to the pros and cons of the residential loft. For the pros, as I mentioned, they have a bigger floor area. They have the biggest, actually. They have the biggest floor area compared to the other condominiums here in Cagayan de Oro because their studio is at 30 square meters while the others are between 18 square meters to 22 or 25 square meters. And their 1 bedroom is at 41 square meters. That's already the size of a 2-bedroom unit for other condos. And also for the other units, the other condos, the 1 bedroom is between 28 square meters to 32 square meters. But for the loft, they have 41 square meters for their 1 bedroom unit. It's also situated in a convenient location. It is near SM and the feature site of Xavier University. And it's also at the lowest price per square meter, which is only at 90,000 pesos per square meter. For the other condominiums, they are at 103,000 to 138,000 per square. Now let's go to the cons. So the con is that they are a new developer. This is their first project. So we all know if you're new at something, then there's a learning curve involved. But it can also actually be a pro because it's their first project, then I'm sure they will want to do a good job because they are planning to develop another condominium once the residential loft is sold out. And another con that I wasn't able to write down is that it has a bigger equity compared to other developers because other developers usually only have 10% equity. The residential loft has 20% equity. And I think that's because also since they're a new developer, the banks are more conservative in giving out a bigger loanable amount. So that's why they're at 20% equity. So the next project is also a condominium located uptown, very close to the residential loft. They're actually on the same road, just a few meters away from each other. It's Primavera City. So this is what it looks like. It's a 7-tower project. So 6 towers are condominiums while the 7th tower will be a hotel. As for the project details, it's developed by Italpinas, which is a Filipino-Italian developer. Turnover for their first 2 towers is around 2021. Like the residential loft, it's along Macapagal Drive, very near SM Mall. And for the amenities, They have similar amenities, but they have more amenities compared to the loft. So they have a gym, pool, sauna, function hall, sky garden, playground, and solar panels. So this is the rendering of their sky garden. So you can see the solar panels. So that's the one covering the pool and the view deck. So here's the computation of Primavera City. So there's two units between 25 square meters to 30 square meters. Total contract price at 25 square meters to the unit is 3.1 million. So equity is 20%. They have a promo now. Their equity has been stretched to 47 months. So that's quite a long period of time. That's why it's only about 6,525 for 47 months. Oh, sorry about that. 6,525K. That's only 6,525 period for 47 months. And there is then a balloon payment on the 48th month of 316,000. And for the bank, it's about 20,000 per month for 20 years. Their one-bedroom unit at 46 square meters is at 5.8 million. So it's about 31,000 for 18 months. And for bank financing, you can get 90% loanable. So it's at 42,000 for 20 years. Their two-bedroom is about 60 square meters, 7.5 million. Equity is 42,000 for 18 months, 55,000 per month for 20 years. So pros and cons. For the pros of Primavera City is that it's a green building. They have solar panels, which can help decrease the cost of electricity for the unit owners for the common areas. The sizes of the units are also a bit similar to the residential loft. They're also a little bigger compared to the usual, up to other condominiums. And the location is also university, and they have easy payments too. So they have this low down payment promo wherein you have 6,000. But they also have a balloon payment at the end. You have to take note of that so that you will be able to save up for the balloon payment at the 48 month. And for the cons, there also are relatively new developers like Residential Loft. The first project was Primavera Residences, which is also uptown near SM. And another con is they are a bit on the high side when it comes to price because their per square meter is 124,000 per square meter. Now let's go to the next condominium located downtown. It's One Oasis. So One Oasis is developed by Phil Invest. There are already other One Oasis projects located in different cities in the Philippines. So there's one in Cebu, which I was able to go to. There's one I think in Davao, also in Manila. So they decided to also put a One Oasis condo project here in Cagayan de Oro. And this is located very near Limket Kai Mall. So it's within walking distance to Limket Kai Complex. The towers are mid-rise between 7 to 8 stories, and there will be 5 towers built in the complex. So what makes it different from the other condos is that it has a Balinese themed design, which makes you feel like you're in a resort instead of a condominium. And also, the amenities are located outside, which I like because most condominiums, since they're very limited with space, the amenities are located inside the building. But what I like about One Oasis is that the amenities are outside the building. And another advantage that they have over the other condos is they have 50% open space because the entire development is around 2.2 hectares, which is quite large for a condominium project. Because for the other developers, they only have about 2,000 to 3,000 or 2,000 to less than 5,000 square meters for the whole development. But for One Oasis, they have 2.2 hectares, so that's why they're able to give 50% as the open space. So for developers, they are really asked by the government, by the HLURB, they're required by the HLURB to allot 20% for open space. But for PhilInvest, for their One Oasis project, they have really gone above and beyond the 20% requirement to make the open to allot 50% for open space. So that's quite a big area, so that for those who live in the unit, they will not feel cramped, and they will be able to enjoy the open air, and they will be able to enjoy the amenities outside the building. So one advantage of One Oasis is that they have RFO units. RFO means ready for occupancy. It's a real estate term or real estate shortcut. So RFO means you will be able to use the unit immediately as soon as you're finished paying off the equity and there's loan release, then the unit can be turned over to you and you can use it because it's already finished. And they have a promo now, which I'll be getting to you. I'll be sharing with you in a bit. So this is the main gate of One Oasis. So this is what it looks like now. They're currently building their third tower already, and they're pre-selling the fourth building. So these are the unit types. So for the first building, they have all one-bedroom units. The second building has all two-bedroom units, while the for the fourth tower, will be having all studio units. So it's 22 square meters at 2.5. Estimated turnover is 2023. So equity is about 18,000 per month for 24 months and 16,000 per month for 30 years. So for their two-bedroom unit, it's at 31 square meters. It's 3.4 million. So this is where the promo comes in, because they have an early move-in promo wherein you only have to pay a 5% down payment at 118,000, and the equity. And then after paying off the 5% down payment, you will also need to obtain a letter of guarantee from any of their accredited banks. So once you have the LOG plus 5% down payment, then you will be able to move in. You will be able to use the unit. Equity is at 38,000 for 12 months, starting on the fourth month. And then for bank financing, you will be paying 25,000 per month for 30 years. So parking, they also have available parking. It's at 920,000 for street parking, and basement parking is at 1.2. As for the rental rate for One Oasis, it's similar to the other condos at 15 to 20,000 per month. For the studio, one bedroom is 25 to 30,000, and a two-bedroom unit is 35,000 per month. So they have an October promo I mentioned a while ago. They have an early move-in promo wherein you only need to pay a 5% down payment. That's about 119,000 for their two-bedroom unit, because there are only two-bedroom units left in the second tower. Plus, obtain a letter of guarantee from any of their accredited banks to be able to move in. And there is also no double amortization. This means that you will need to pay off only the equity first before you will need to start paying off the bank. So let's go to the pros and cons of One Oasis. The pros is that it is very affordable as well. Although the Residential Loft is more affordable, but the pricing of One Oasis is close to the Residential Loft. So the Loft is at 90,000 per square, while One Oasis is at 103,000 per square meter. The location is also convenient. So as you notice, when it comes to condominiums, they're all located in good locations because they're usually near to the malls, near to the commercial areas. So for this unit, for this condominium, it's located within walking distance to the Limkitay complex. And another pro is that it has 50% open space with resort-like amenities. So here in Cagayan, the One Oasis, it has the biggest area when it comes to open space, because they have 50% open space, and their amenities are outside, which I really like and I appreciate as compared to those with amenities inside. So at least when you're outside, you can really see the sky, you can get fresh air, your kids will be able to have more fun and enjoy the day with you. And they also have another pro is that they have an early move-in promo, and they have RFO units available on their second tower. So when they started this promo, they had a few units left in their first tower as well, but that got sold out pretty quickly. So now there are a couple of units left in their second tower. So you will be able to enjoy the unit with very minimal down payment. As for the cons, they have a smaller floor area compared to the other condominiums. So one bedroom is at 28 square meters. So the floor area is smaller, but the price is also smaller. So I guess it kind of balances it out. And another con is that it is located in an a secondary road. So the road where the condominium is located is a secondary road, so it's a bit smaller compared to the main roads. So that's it for the One Oasis pros and cons. Let's go to the last condominium, Aspira. So Aspira is a condominium developed by Avida, which is a brand under Ayala Land Inc. So it was launched in 2013. It's a two-tower development. Compared to the previous condos that I mentioned, so this is okay. So this is a two-tower development, and compared to the previous condos that I mentioned, it's a high-rise tower. It's about 29 to 31 stories. So 29 stories for the first tower and 31 stories for the second tower. Its launch price was at 87,000 per square meter. Now its current price is at 120,000 per square meter. So there has already been a 38% price increase. So let's go to the location. It is located just a few blocks away from Centrio Mall. So as you can see on the map, Centrio is just a few blocks away. It's near the Provincial Hospital, Northern Medical Center. It's near the Laes Sports Center, Xavier, the current Xavier University. It's also just a few minutes drive from Limkitkai Center. So it's really at the heart of the city. There's also a lot of public transport available in this area. So this is the layout of the development. So it sits in a 7,564 area. So you can see the two towers. There, the shape of the land is kind of triangular, so that's why the layout also looks like this. The amenities are swimming pool and with shaded deck, playground, game room, open plaza, viewing deck, residence lounge, and they will also be having commercial retail areas on the first floor, which will be for lease. So this is, let's go to the computation. So they have reopened units in the first tower. So their studio is at 2.9. They have a 10% spot down payment. So that's 298,000, almost 300,000 for the down payment. And then the 5% balance is payable in 36 months. So that's why it's only at 4,424 for 36 months. And 85% balance can be availed via bank financing. So they also have a no lump sum payment scheme, no spot DP payment scheme. So instead of paying the 10% spot down, like I showed in the previous computation, the 15% can be payable in 36 months. So for a studio unit at 3 million, it's around 13,484 per month. And 85% balance is via bank financing. So what the advantage of getting a unit in Tower 1 is that you can pay it off in installment, but you can already, once your equity is fully paid, you can already use your unit because Tower 1 has already been finished. So for Tower 2, for a studio unit, it's at 2.8. So monthly, it's about 9,358. That's for 47 months. So they also have stretched equity, making the equity more affordable. And for their Tower 2 one-bedroom unit at 36 square meters, it's at 11,000 per month for the equity, for the 10% equity. So for the pros and cons, a pro of Aspira is that they're the only condominium with bi-level units available. So they have a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom bi-level units, but the bi-level units are already sold out in the second tower, while on the first tower, they have 1 bi-level unit left. So the advantage of getting a bi-level unit is it has bigger space because it's like having a second floor. So you will feel like you're living inside a house instead of a condominium because of all the space. So it's the first condominium here in CDO to have a bi-level unit. And of course, like the other condominiums, very accessible near you're near Century Mall. And they also have available RFO units in Tower 1. RFO means ready for occupancy. So if you can fully pay the equity, then you will be able to use your unit also. And another pro is that Ayala is a reputable developer. They have a very strong brand. So the resale value of Aspira or Ayala projects is also quite high. So one con though of Aspira is the price because they're a bit on the high side compared to the other condominiums because you're also paying for the brand. So that's it for now. I hope you were able to learn a lot and get the info that you need on the available condominiums we have here in Cagayan de Oro. If there was anything that I missed to mention or you would like clarifications on certain things, then just contact me so that we can set a Zoom meeting and I can explain to you in detail. Till next time.